How we fucking doing, people? How we all doing? Had a few connection issues today, so hopefully I'm on. Not looking too good so far. We'll see. What's good in the fucking hood? How you doing, Northie? How you doing, Freakle? Did Andrew get in there first? I didn't even see his message. I hope everyone's good today. Finally got a card this weekend. We can resume normality. Didn't really miss it that much last week, to be honest. I'm not really that bothered. How you doing, Chris Gray? What's good, man? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Yeah, Rick, man. It is awful. To be fair, like they made a rod for their own back with that shit lineup, didn't they? And if the staph infection rumors are true, which is, I mean, it's kind of gone beyond a rumor at this stage. I mean, he's got a big fucking lump on his arm, the idiot. Why can't people just disinfect their fucking mats? It's not that difficult to do. I do like my Fiji water. I'm not even gonna lie. I do like my Fiji water. I highly recommend it. It's some smooth shit. Once you start drinking it, you can't go back to drinking out of the toilet. But yeah, man. I think if the staph infection gets confirmed, they're probably gonna pull the little goblin off, and we're all fucked. How we doing, Westy? Filet mignon. You're getting really fancy lately with your watermelon margaritas and your filet mignon. You're clearly doing well these days. Hot as fuck here. Do you know what? It's cold as fuck here, which is why I'm wearing a fucking fillet right now, because my boilers was making some strange noises earlier on, so I just shut off all the heating, and I'm like, I'll look like a mong and just wear a jacket inside before somebody brings it up. But no, I fucking hate heat. I like being a pasty fuck that lives in a cold country. Merab doesn't have staph. Maybe Aljo or somebody took a little nibble out of his arm or something. It looks a bit suspicious. Maybe he's just like trying to. It feels like he's stacking up excuses at this point. He's got the cut to the eye. He's got the fake stuff. There was like videos of him out there, apparently at a bar and shit, getting fucked up. Oh man, if as much as I like Merab, I can't take another boring grappler being a champion right now. I don't think I can take it. I don't think we need that. 90 degrees, fucking hell, mate. Thing is, I lived in hot countries for a big portion of my life, and I don't miss it. Like I just love like as cold as possible. You think he's baiting him? I think O'Malley's gonna knock his ass out. To be honest, I think like first, second round KO is what I'm going for. I reckon second. Merab's a little bit chinny. He's been hurt before. I reckon he's gonna get slumped. I think O'Malley's that good, and I think any chance anyone had of beating him in that division's kind of gone away now. I think he's gonna fuck him up. Is O'Malley still the underdog, or have the lines evened out a little bit? I'll be curious to know that, because I'm gonna be betting big on Sean O'Malley one way or another, and I'm probably gonna have to watch him get fucking dry hump for 25 minutes while my money goes down the drain. I had a pretty bad one on Tuesday, so I'm looking to make up for it this weekend. Yeah, Sugar is really good. I think his grappling defense is good enough. But the striking with Merab's on a whole nother level. He's a way better striker than Merab. It's not even close. How you doing, Franklin? That would be fucking yeah. Whatever Wolfie in trouble comments too. You go for it, bruv. You go for it. I appreciate a good comment. I've got like a really good compilation video with all the boys coming out in the next couple of days. I've been working really hard on it, so I think it's gonna be the best video I've done yet. So do you own or rent, bro? I own my house and I don't have a mortgage. I paid for that shit in cash. You know, like that guy from White Chicks where he goes $50,000 cash and he just throws it on the table. Yeah, I paid for that shit up front. But basically, if you the only reason why I managed to achieve that is by working abroad for like a decade. So I didn't have to pay for rent. I worked in a lot of countries where I didn't have to pay tax as well, and that was basically how I got like a leg up. That's basically how I pulled it off. Looking forward to it, bro. Yeah, yeah. The video's gonna be sick, man. The video is gonna be sick. I'll be honest, yeah. I'm Rick. I didn't even know who Keir Starmer was until he got elected, and I still don't know or give a fuck. I couldn't give less of a fuck, mate. Nah, Rick, I got extremely lucky, man. I'm a lucky fuck because I like I said, man. I grew up in the mud, bruv. I grew up in a fucking council flat. I'm born same birthday as Sean. I'm about to take over the 45. Yeah, 37. You can get that done, bro. Got that dad strength. That counts for something. We've seen with the amount of fucking like losers that have gained belts over the last few years that it's never too late. It's a bit more troublesome down in the lower weight classes, but if you're a fucking savage, you can get it done. Merab arguably has a better record than Sean. You mean the people that he's fought? That's not a stupid thing to say. If you stack their opponents up against each other, you could argue that Merab has the better CV. Bro, I asked your opinion about Brexit. I don't go. Sorry, man. I kind of half read that message and then fucking. As soon as I heard Keir Starmer, I was like, I don't give a fuck about that guy. Yeah, Brexit was a very stupid idea. It's the dumbest thing this country's done in a long time, and that's saying something. The thing is, for me though, yeah, I'm kind of cushy because I've got an Irish passport, so it doesn't really affect how I travel or where I go or any of that shit. So I'm pretty good. Like it doesn't really bother me. It's kind of funny watching this country rip itself apart. I've said this in streams before. Like I'm very selfish when it comes to politics because I just live in my own little bubble. I don't really give a fuck about what's going on with everybody else. I'm a selfish prick, mate. Oh, you bought tickets for UFC Edmonton? I didn't even know they were on sale yet. Fuck me. To be fair to Canada cards, the crowd's usually amazing until your guys start getting fucking slept. Compare their performances against Peter Yan. I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, Merab absolutely dominated Yan. I was very upset that night because I hated Merab at the time, and watching him wet blanket the fuck out of Piotr was hard to watch. I put quite a lot of money on Piotr that night as well. I was convinced he was going to fuck him up. It is good MMA math. I mean, those performances are comparable, but they got very different styles. Rick, do you have a channel as well? Is that what I'm hearing? Frankie, would you smoke tea bags? Just put the tea in the printer paper. Nah, I'd still get high. I'd still get fucked up. I've been out of the smoking game for quite a long time now. I'd probably get a head rush off a cigarette at this point. Frankie looks like someone that just got out of the club. I don't think anyone goes into the club dressed in a fucking fillet these days. That's asking to get baked. Oh no, bro, I don't. Oh, sweet. I figured because you and your boy were in the chat and got a certain shout out, I figured you maybe you got a channel of your own. Maybe you should start one. At the time, I also hated Merab for that, but now I find him more funny than Sean, so I've forgiven him. Yeah, Merab's a character, and to be fair, he has had some like entertaining fights, sort of like since then. Like his fight with Cejudo was really good. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. And you know, he is pretty entertaining outside the cage. He just seems to be a little bit of a sensitive little chap. Like he's the kind of guy where if you make jokes of him on Twitter, he like blocks you, from what I've heard. So he's a bit soft, which is a bit disappointing. It looks like he's like on his little skits and stuff. It seems like he's got a good sense of humor. But if somebody can make a little joke of you and you're blocking them, then you're a bit of a bitch, in my opinion. Mike Mallet better not fold this time. Who's Mike Mallet fighting? Because I actually I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris. I picked Neil Magny to beat him. I thought it was too big of a step up, like too fast. And I made a lot of money on Neil Magny that night. I just had a feeling it was a bad matchup and didn't. How you doing, Mushroom MMA? What's good, my man? That's how you enter a chat, people. You seeing the energy, the capital letters firing in there. Good man, Mushroom MMA. Good to have you here, bro. Yeah, the blue oyster bar is a little bit more accurate. Bro, I think Mike Chandler would be eating ramen noodles to survive if he didn't have a doctor wife. He's been surviving off her income. It's a single income family for the last 3 years. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Like you know my opinion on Michael Chandler. I think there's a Benoit-esque ending to his life. I reckon he's gonna snap and do something sinister. He's just an odd little gremlin, that guy. But you're right though. I'm surprised he's not begging for a fight. Part of me kind of thinks that Trevin Giles. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think I might have to pick Trevin on that one. Do you think you can take an uppercut from JDM? No, mate. I don't think I could take an uppercut from a women's strawweight. I'm just gonna be real. They're professional fighters, bro. If it's like a 5'2" Chinese cab driver, I can handle my business. You know, I'll stand on business. But anyone who's trained to professionally fight, I don't think I could take her. I mean, to be fair, I've taken a few beatings back in the day, and I've got a pretty good chin. But I don't know. I don't like to have my I don't like to glaze myself too much. I think if anyone's a professional fighter, they'll fuck me up. Yeah, top of New York, but top of New York. I've got to give you a shout out, man. The amount of comments you give me on, bruv, top of New York is the guy. I get comments from top of New York from videos that I've made like a year and a half ago, and they're fucking shit. And he sat there and watched them. So you're a fucking legend for that, mate. But yeah, he's basically ruined his entire. He's given away like the well, I wouldn't say the prime of his career, but certainly the twilight years of his career. Bro, it's hard to have a single income family these days with 2 kids, even for a high earning professional like a doctor. Kids are, bro, you're telling me, bro. I've got 3 kids, mate, and they kill me, man. The amount of money that I spend on my kids is fucking outrageous, mate. Damn smart man. I thought Mike was gonna win, and then thing is, when the fight started, I had a feeling he was gonna gas because Mike Mallett's a balloon animal, mate. Looking shredded and beefy and looking like a little bodybuilder, looking like a balloon animal is not the best base for MMA. You gotta have that fat, skinny body like a Nate Diaz or a Fluffy Hernandez. You gotta go in there natural in order to survive a 15-minute fight these days. I mean, look at balloon animals we're talking about. Like fucking what do you call it? Petrovsky, that other middleweight, what's it called? Rodolfo Vieira. Fucking balloon animals, mate. They got about 3 minutes of cardio in them and then they're done. Trevin Giles got no chin though. Yeah, but neither does Mike really, does he? And Mike's got no gas tank. I think Trevin Giles is going to chin him out, I'll be honest. I mean, he's going to fuck him up. You're a vegetarian. then the name makes a lot of sense. Do you have your own channel as well, Mushroom MMA? I always assume when someone has MMA in their channel that they're on the grind as well. It's weird. Oh, you're a vegetarian. Sorry, that's way better. I was about to kick you out of chat, to be honest, mate. I got no room for soy cunts in here. That's what I was thinking, Paradox. I'm thinking Mushroom must be a content creator as well. I'm a vegetarian too, by the way. No sausage in my diet. I'm sorry that I misread that. Mushroom MMA has a channel. Let's check out Mushroom MMA, motherfuckers. Can I get a mod in here to do us a solid and throw up Mushroom MMA's? Hang on, I'm gonna try to do it myself. I need to stop being such a lazy. I've just had to open my own channel. Hang on a sec. Manolette, how you doing, man? Did you see the Nate versus the bouncer? Well, he's fought somebody else. Nate Diaz needs to stop fucking people up on the street, mate. Or trying to. Nate never really. The only person I've seen Nate Diaz fuck up in the street is that fake Jake Paul cunt who he choked out. Otherwise, he just kind of slaps people and looks like a bit of a twonk. Hang on, Mushroom. Oh, Mushroom. Wow, man. All right, Mushroom. You're getting a fucking sub from me, sir. And hang on a seco. Yeah, where's Wolfie at? Hang on a sec. Mushroom, I'm gonna throw up your link in the description as well. And I've just opened your fucking channel twice. I'm such a mongoloid. Hang on a sec. I've opened it a third time. I'm gonna pin your link in the channel. Subscribe to Mushroom MMA, people. Let's support some of our fellow creators up in the building. Yeah, fake Logan Paul. That's the only guy that I've seen Nate Diaz fuck up. B7, you fucking legend. How you doing, my man? Beat you to it, batty boy. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. I am a bit. Dash, how you doing, my man? Yeah, I was in musical stream the other day, and he absolutely torched me. He said I'm zesty and I secretly talk like a yardie when I'm off stream. I don't know who he's been talking to and how he figured that shit out, but that shit is spooky. No, you're welcome, Mushroom. And anyone who's in here, subscribe to fucking Mushroom MMA. Show some love. And Mushroom MMA, if you're up for doing like collaboration videos and shit like that. Oh, sorry, Freakle, my man. Sorry, man. What did I miss, brother? I believe we need to bring back having to be married when having children. They can only divorce when they're 18. The thing is, though, Freakle, I'm kind of with you on that, but part of me as well is like, I think it's better to have a single parent family if the parents are like always arguing and fighting, because I think it's a very bad thing to have parents growing up in a household or kids growing up in a household where the parents kind of hate each other. I think it's a bad look. Or if one of the parents is abusive. I don't think it should be a case of like stay together at all costs type thing. I'm not that kind of person. And Mushroom, subscribe to Making the Walk MMA as well. He's the boy as well. But yeah, Mushroom. Sorry, Paradox, to ask you again, mate. Would you mind throwing up the Discord up in here, or maybe whoever gets to it first. Mushroom, get yourself up in the Discord, mate, and we'll sort something out. And Mushroom, Making the Walk MMA as a channel as well. I do videos of him regularly, and he's a fucking amazing creator as well. So give my man a fucking sub as well. And subscribe to Paradox the fucking Chad if you haven't already. Paradox, I was doing my edit today and I slotted your video in. Fucking brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I was laughing and crying at the same time. You know them ones, Chris Gray. They were. It was like people seemed to like Frankie for some reason, and I was like, the fuck. And then he started doing the Yardie impression, and then said I'm really zesty, which is kind of true. It's kind of fair. It's kind of a fair point. But no, all in that. But Fuck you, bot. Unless you've got the fucking balls to get on a video yourself, you can suck my fucking balls, mate. But thanks for coming in and contributing to the chat, you prick. Maybe I should do my off-stream Yardy voice. Maybe you'd find that less annoying. Yeah, what you mean? You mean the which video are you talking about? You're talking about the collaboration video. It's fucking sweet, bro. I'm about halfway through editing it, and I've kind of taken the approach now of like, rather than just getting videos out quick, I'm taking time on the editing. I'm taking it a little bit more seriously, and hopefully the content will improve. Because to be honest, like my topic videos and stuff are very just like drab. My content in general it's not as good as it could be. So I'm gonna try and make more of a fucking effort, you know, lads. So look out for the next one. It's gonna be pretty fucking sweet. I'm looking forward to it. I've still got 1 or 2 videos I'm waiting on. Based Goddess is gonna send me a video as well. She said she'll send me a video on Friday. I've got 1 or 2 more to wait on, and then I'll probably release the video on Monday. But I want to make sure that it's proper. Need some more North Korean regime because our society's being ruined. To be honest, mate, I think it could do us the world of good. Oh, do I? Oh, Andy, my man, Andy, how you doing, man? What's good, my boy? Is the way I drink water a little bit zesty as well? I can't fucking help it, bro. I drink that Icelandic water as well. I've got some of that shit. I kind of whatever turns up first. I don't buy the water in my house though. Who is Based Goddess? She's another bot. You sound like a fucking Chad there, mate. Despite what you think of my gay ass voice, it sounds like you're leading quite a good. Sounds like you're leading quite a good life there. Not that you fucking deserve it, you little prick. How you doing? I'm doing really good, Andy. How are you, man? I've been checking out some of your shorts recently. I really like the one you did in the garden. You look like you got a sweet ass garden there, mate. Very lucky. 80K a month. I've never made anywhere near that. Jesus Christ. My guy is fucking selling vag or the brown shit probably. Fair play to you. Mate, you hit 150 subscribers. Well done, Andy. Show some love to Andy B as well. You sell bricks. Of course you do. I assumed it was the brown stuff. Fair play to you. Someone's got to do it. I like how he goes, I sell bricks. I sell drugs, like, just to clarify. Do you need any mules? I reckon Paradox will be up for that. Glad to hear it, Andy, man. Based drug dealer. I smoke pot and drive a Cadillac. At the same time, yeah? You used to sell cement blocks. I don't think that's as lucrative, but, you know, fair play as well, man. Whatever needs to be done. I'm not much of a businessman, so and I'm a bit of a. As soon as somebody moved to me for my bricks, it'd be over. Frankie, have you got any Riz? I'd give myself like a 6. I give myself like a 6. I do okay, or I've done okay. There's always ways to improve the game. Hey, how much did that jacket cost? I don't really remember. Base Goddess is all right, man. Base Goddess shit. Like, I've seen a couple of her videos. I only became aware of her recently. She's cool. She makes good content. Your content is great. I'm just subscribed to 1,000 people. Nothing popped up. Oh, run me your jacket, then you're gonna have to come and take it from my cold dead body, mate. I like, and it's a fillet, sir. That's how I know you're a broke ass bitch, mate. It's a fillet, or no, sorry, gilet. I just fucked myself up there. What happened to Fight Fairy? She's probably on OnlyFans now, fucking getting dildoed in both holes. Which, to be fair, is the sideways career move that I would make if I was in her position. You know, you get those MMA simps to jump on board, and then you announce when you hit a certain subscriber count. By the way, guys, I've got an OnlyFans, and then you just coast for the rest of your life. How you doing, Rob's neighbor? Another fucking creator in the chat. I think Fight Fairy's still about. I mean, the problem with Fight Fairy is that she's terrible. Like, her opinions are stupid, and she's mid. So that is what would you do if a postman came to your door and had Paradox's voice? I would hogtie that motherfucker and film him and expose him. That's what I do. Nora, how you doing? Nora comes bouncing up in the chat and just goes, I love Africans. Fair play, man. Yeah, the problem with Fight Fairy is she's, like I said, her opinions are stupid and she's mid, but fair play to her. If I was a chick, yeah, who was average, I would do the exact same thing. I would jump on MMA or some other sport where there's not a lot of females about, and I'll talk really like seductively or somewhat seductively, and I get that paper. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It's a good career move. Thank you, Chris. And bloody hell, Crystal Miller's a content creator as well. We've got loads of us up in here. Hello, mate. I've got your porn magazines, you old bastard. Yeah, I got fucking pranked with porn mags once when I was getting a fucking. You know, it's a long story. I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, we've got loads of fucking creators up in here. We've got Rob's neighbor. Give him a sub. We've got Andy B, who is responsible right now for what's going to be the biggest fucking meme on the internet. It's on its way. And Rob, if you could subscribe to Mushroom MMA as well. We need sexy goth girl MMA. That would be fantastic. Let's be honest here. We've all got a thing for goth girls. Everyone does. Whether we want to admit it or not, we all want to smash a goth girl. And if you're not, you're fucking lying to yourself. I'll buy you if I wanted to. I'm not that expensive, mate. I don't think it would cost that much. I think your average Joe could probably pull that off. I love big booty Latinas. We know you do, Chris, and we applaud you for it. Good man, Rob's neighbor. And Rob's neighbor, I think you've subscribed to Making the Walk as well. Subscribe to Andy B. Subscribe to Crystal Miller. Let's help everyone get a little boost tonight. That's what we're here for. Show some love in the community. Oh, Crystal, you absolute legend. So bot has the old Asian plague like I do, yeah. Good man, bot. We're starting to reach like an understanding now. Goth girls make me grow a vagina. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Freakle? They make you grow a vagina. That's an interesting way of putting it. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it sounds interesting. If I found myself a goth Asian, I'd be very pleased. I think that would be it. I'd be game over. You're my 100 favorite Scottish YouTuber. That's just racist, mate. I'm actually Irish, cunt. If you come in here to piss me off, you're doing a very good job. You're working that nerve really nicely, mate. But what? By the way, where are you at? I assume you're a filthy Yank. I'm sensing a Yank attitude from you. Makes me want to be the chick. Wow. That's you sound like Rogan right now. You know, with the man, I'd love to try being a chick one day and just get a fucking big dick in me. That was a very Rogan moment. What happened to the hairline? Can I fix it? I'm 40 years. I've had this hairline since I was born, mate. And I'm very proud of it. I'm happy that I still have hair. I'm happy that my hair's still attached to my head. You're a Yank, that's sweet. Whereabouts are you, Mushroom? I'm here to get the watch hours. Man, do you know what? You're such a legend. The thing is there, the watch hours are kind of I'm already past the watch hour threshold. and I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't really mean that much now. You hit 180 subs, that is fucking. You're once you get to like 250, you're gonna start taking off. Imagine if someone on MMA YouTube did a girlfriend reveal and she was. That wouldn't be a very good idea. They would get mogged. You live in Belgium, man. Bruges is one of my favorite cities, and it's home to one of my favorite movies. Why are you such a bellend then? Being from such an epic country. Powering every skinny boy like me. Yeah, man. Don't sleep on us fucking wiry motherfuckers. We can bang, man. Frankie, when I'm down in the UK and we go for a Cage Warriors event, can I clip a man bun like your ex did? I need a. If you do that, man, you ain't making it back to Canada. I ain't growing this back again. I'm gonna be. I should have knocked that bitch out. Why would they get mogged? Imagine if you brought like a really hot chick on stream. She's just gonna get fucking moved to. You're gonna have to listen to everyone. You're gonna have to listen to everyone making comments. That'd be rough. I would never if I had a woman here with me, I wouldn't put her on camera. What color are your eyes? If it's not gold, it means bro. My eyes are green, bro. The color of money. But no, nice one for that, Rob's neighbor. It's good to see everyone supporting everyone else in the community. Also, I'm gay. That's awesome, bro. What's that? What's the lifestyle like? Are you one of those like are you a twink or a twonk? Is that what they called him? Everyone drop a mummy in the chat. Goth girls ruin society though. Think bigger. You're honestly doing, bro. If I can, like I said, I got Asian plague. If I can find me, goth girls are generally fucking freaky. Goth girls are generally just absolute wild. They're just absolutely wild. That's what it kind of comes down to. I would never want to piss you off. Nah, to be honest, I'm just joking with Bot, man. I'm never pissed off. Yeah, I reckon Docs as a fucking definitely as a goth girl. I reckon that's highly probable. Take it easy, Andy. I assume you're headed over to Skate Tank, you fucking traitor. I'm not making it back to Canada, bet. I'd say I identify as a twink if the price is right. Uh, I don't even know what to say to that. Hey, there's another account of me. What's that? That's the plan. No, Chris, definitely. I don't know when you're planning on coming over, but you're gonna get the red carpet treatment, mate. I've been promising you since you came up in here that we'll do something big when you come over. We'll get brutally together as well. We'll get some of the boys together and we'll do something wild. Maybe go to some of those Stoke strip clubs that brutally keeps going on about. See some dusty 40-year-old gigantic melons. If that's what you're into. Nadia. Yeah, the hairline is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm just happy I have hair. How you doing, Sniff? What's good, my man? Ronan went live twice today. I mean, wow. I haven't watched a Ronan stream in a little bit. Whenever I go into Ronan streams now, I just see people flooding in with like musical comments. That's a fight he never should have picked. Why is your head shaped like a football? It's shaped more like an egg, mate. I don't know what footballs you're playing with, but footballs, if I think you're thinking more of a rugby ball. You're clearly not. You're clearly yeah, like I don't know what footballs you're playing with, mate. Yeah, I think Ronan usually goes on twice a day quite a lot. I usually miss his streams because he goes on really early and I've got like a life outside of YouTube, believe it or not. I got stuff to do during the day, so yeah. So I usually miss the streams that are on early. What are the chances Chandler versus McGregor happens in December? How you doing? They loves way. They love sway. They love sway. I'm gonna go with they love sway. I'm gonna give it about 5%. I think McGregor's dog walking him right now, like giving him that hope, and I think he's gonna end up fighting somebody else. And I personally think it would be hilarious if Chandler gets mugged off again. I think it would be really funny. I think so. So I think right now, in terms of December, I think he's leading him down. I'd be very, very surprised if McGregor fights in the UFC again. I really would. And I think if the fight does go down, he's gonna fucking sleep him. Wait, where do you shop at? I can buy the whole store. Uh, I guess I shop at loads of different places, man. I don't stick to one place. I don't really care about fashion. They should do McGregor versus Paddy. That would be amazing. And to be fair, yeah, Paddy's got to a point where the fight actually makes sense now. Paddy should actually be higher ranked than McGregor. McGregor shouldn't even be ranked. I think that would be huge. I think Bot's having a breakdown right now. I cancelled my Ronan membership. Sad to see how he's changed. I think the issue. I personally like Ronan. I think he's all right. Like I don't watch too much of his stuff, but the whole musical stuff was a bad choice. That was a bad idea. I think he underestimated how insane musicals community is, and they're never gonna let him get. They're never gonna let him breathe now. Like every time he goes live, he's just gonna get fucking bombarded. I really want to see McGregor versus. I think Charles would kill him. I think Charles would strangle him out. The thing is with McGregor now, yeah, you can't really put him in there with anyone good. I don't think you can because he's gonna get beaten up and it's gonna be embarrassing. If he, I think of all the people he's been linked with, I think Chandler is his best chance of getting a win. Sniff, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're playing at, mate. I'm not sure what your game is. I'm not sure what you're up to, but I'm sure it's something. By the way, Sniff, how is your? We were talking about Based Goddess earlier on. She's actually going to partake in the collaboration video I'm doing. How is your pursuit going? Are you still planting the seeds? Yeah. I haven't cancelled my Ronan one. How come, bro? Like I said, man, I like Ronan. I just think I think it will blow over. I think the whole musical thing will blow over. It was just a bad choice. It's not. He's not somebody. Musical's not somebody you get into a confrontation with. It just doesn't work out for you. It doesn't tend to work out well. Check out the Discord, Frank. Hang on, mate. Did you send me a? Hang on a sec. Is it your I just got a message from Hank the Tank. What the fuck is that? Okay then. She said she's not paying, so I don't know. Don't give up, man. Says hi, Cunts and Frankie. Yours and Crossover's last vid was A grade. Oh, I appreciate that, Tim. I was pretty proud of that one. Because to be honest, yeah, the topic we did, yeah, was boring as fuck. But I think we managed to make it fairly entertaining. Oh, you're looking for a chick who can provide for me. You need her to have. So you've been taking my advice here. Frankie, what's your thoughts on MMA Joey? I think he's a fat wanker, mate. I think he's a fat contrarian. I don't really like MMA. To be fair, he's MMA Joey's all right. He's a harmless little fat cunt, I guess. I'm not like I don't know. I don't really watch enough of his stuff to really have a genuine opinion. I just he reminds me he's like a better version of like Kenny Okoye. You know, people who just have contrary opinions and then you think they're just doing it to troll and then it's their real opinion. I just don't agree with him. I think he's a twat. But he's doing really well, so fair play to him. The snacks in the UK might taste bad. Yeah, you don't really want to come. If you're coming for the food to the UK, we've talked about this. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. MMA YouTubers are GS. I practically respect them all, even MMA. Yeah, I mean the thing is that you've got to give somebody, for all the jokes I make about MMA Joey, you've got to respect anyone who has the balls to get on camera and not even get on camera, but just get on YouTube in general and put themselves out there because it's a fucking cesspool. Yes, Sniff. You've got to. We're talking like you need. I'm thinking like for you, 500K a year minimum. That's what you need to be aiming for, and they are out there. I caught my son watching something he's not supposed to. What should I do? Can you be more specific? Unless it's really bad, you have to tell me what the specific thing is before I can give my honest advice. MMA Joey does have some good vids against Dana and the UFC, but he's a fucking asshole. The thing is that everyone's gonna like. It's impossible to please everyone, and MMA Joey does have a very strong. He's got a fan base basically. His content's not for me. He doesn't seem like a bad person, but I just don't agree. Like, he's one of those guys. It's like with Kenny Okoji. Whenever he has an opinion about anything, I tend to just disagree with the guy. It's like we've got literally opposing opinions on everything, and I don't like his. I just don't like his general demeanor, and I don't know. I just find the guy annoying. Yes, Sniff. You're welcome, mate. The spare bedroom's waiting for you. Just stay away from the missus, yeah. You filthy cunt. Connor deciding to fight the international bankers over Chandler. By the way, welcome back in, Mountain Man. We were talking about the Chandler prospects earlier. I don't think that fight happens at all. I don't think that ever happens. So if it is porn, what kind of porn is it? Again, we have to narrow this down. We have to narrow this shit down. Good evening, Elliot Page. Good evening, Shotty. How you doing, man? Yeah, Sniff. MMA Joey is very much like basically he's the biggest Dagestani nut rider I've ever seen. He's like he's the ultimate Dagestani glazer. And maybe that's the thing that annoys me about him the most. Are you socially awkward in public? No, man, I dance down the street. I might be a little bit too outgoing. I might have a little bit too much confidence, which isn't really a good thing. But yeah, those he is very inclined to a certain type of fighter. I'll put it that way. Bro, whenever you guys come in here and start talking about weed, it makes me want to start smoking again. Where Manolette, where does MMA Joey come from? It's a good question. He looks kind of he looks like a kebab shop owner. He looks like a typical like Turk. What you think? Are you talking about MMA Joey being a real? Yeah, he's a nut. I consider him like a Dagestani testicle gobbler. That's basically what he is. I think the guy's just wet. But again, I got a lot of respect for him. Literally about to pack a bong. What's good, Armsby? Trying to survive through the international break like me, yeah. Bruv, Chris, real talk. I've got like a few spare bedrooms. You're welcome. Just don't steal my shit. Because I'll shank you. Cut the shit. Everyone is racist to certain people. I 100% agree with you, man. Like, I'll give you an example, yeah? My phone rang today. And it was let's just say it was an Indian dude. And he said to me, "Oh, you've been a very loyal subscriber to T-Mobile for the last 15 years. We're going to give you a certain percentage off your..." And before he finished his sentence, I just hung up. I just thought scammer. So yeah, racist. We're all a little bit racist. Did I use that word correct? I agree with Joey sometimes since you're not fucking impartial, mate. The thing is, yeah, paradox. You do have when you're not fucking about, you do have very solid MMA takes. I tend to agree with you most of the time. But yeah, whenever I hear an Indian voice on the end of the phone, he could be legit, and I'm like, I don't have time for that shit. I'm just like, bap, goodbye. I just assume I'm getting scammed. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I just leave the weed for the weekend, Frankie. Oh man, I would like. The thing is, yeah, like I'm a dopey lazy fuck as it is. And by the way, yeah, I do have Indian friends, like British Indian friends. I'm not racist to like with skin color. I'm racist regionally. I'm more of like a prejudiced person than a straight up racist person. I think that's more accurate. Frankie sounds like the rich best friend. Bro, like I said, man, I grew up in the gutter. I grew up poor. So I'm just a lucky fuck. I'm watching MMA Joey, although I'm not sub lately at least, but is that consistent? Probably not. Like I said, I get that I don't get why he's so popular, but he's grinding, he's doing his thing, and yeah. Would you visit Mexico? Fuck yeah, I would. I'm racist towards the residents of Sunderland. People from Sunderland aren't human beings, though. That's a different. We're talking about a different thing. They're a completely different species. MMA Joey is definitely a virgin. He's definitely never got his dick wet. But if he keeps growing on YouTube, he can eventually get YouTube, enough YouTube money to get himself a nice fought. So there's always hope. Chinese people have no souls. My son is half Chinese, you prick. Well, now that you mention it, it kind of explains a lot. Yeah, you might have me on that one. He is very confident and fair play to him. Looking like that must be, it's tough going. Sniff, I really want that to work out for you. I reckon you can pull it off. I don't know exactly how, but I reckon you can do it, mate. We haven't done any sniff glazing today. We need to get on it. Come on, Sniff, do it for the community. I reckon you can get there. I thought you were half Chinese. What gave you that impression, sir? I'm an inbred Irishman, I'll have you know. Some cousins were definitely fucking along the way. But mind you, Sniff, I promise you, yeah, if you promise to do one of those, those like, I don't know what they call them. It's like a DNA test where you get all your, like your ancestry tracked. I will do the same. Although I'm worried if in case part of me comes out Jay and I lose you as I basically if that turns up on my sheet, I'm just gonna hide it. Because of the white side. I thought it was gingers. Yeah, gingers are questionable. Gingers either have too much soul or none. It's one or the other. Bilal got mad at me, 50-45, and started crying like a baby. That's enough to, yeah. Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Everyone take yourselves so serious. You have ball of confidence. You've got to, man. You've got to. I wish I was inbred Jewish. Yeah, that would be amazing. Imagine how rich you'd be. Imagine how set you'd be. Leprechaun. Oh man. Somebody came up with the sickest rap name for my son the other day. It was so racist but so funny. I was dying. If he ever decides to become a rapper, I might put him in that direction. No, I'm not a fitness coach. I was born in Ireland. I used to be a professor. I was a teacher I was an elementary teacher, and then I was a professor later on. And now I'm just fucking about on here. I'm basically like a what do you call it? A house dad. It's pretty much what I am now. house husband, not really a house husband because I'm just a father, but like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not offended. I'm not offended at all. It's impossible to offend me, mate, because I know what a massive cunt I am. Have you ever had tarot reading? Yeah, I have. I think it's all fucking nonsense, mate. What was the rap name? It was so racist, mate. It was so bad. It was so bad. I think Sniff was the first one. Sniff came up with like 3, and I was like, I felt like a bad father for laughing at them. It was deep. We live in such a queer world. By a queer world, do you mean a queer world or a queer world? That's the best gay voice I can put on. 100% I need you as a wingman for Irish Honey since you wanted them. I need a Katie Taylor wifey. I can hook you up. I can hook you up. Irish women are the top quality of the Apple community. The best white girls are Irish. Let's go put that out there. Lou Kangaroo is fucking sick as well. Sniff's got a talent for that shit. So why didn't you stay in China? Basically, man, when the whole COVID thing was going down, we got locked down a bunch of times, and it was just the way they go on is fucking. They don't give a shit, mate. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to be getting locked up for no reason. I do enough things to get locked up for good reasons. I don't really need any help. So that was kind of the end for me. Why do British women's accents sound sexy? They don't, mate. It's just because it's different. I want my rapper name to be Little Perk. Lil Perk. Why Lil Perk? Well, that's where the intellect comes from, bro. What about crossover? Where's his intellect come from? Of course, Sniff is in there wreaking havoc. Crossover and I have been doing videos lately. We've got another one coming out on his channel in the next couple of days. He is such a fucking dude, man. Yeah, Armsby, that's a very good point. Like, what specific British accent are you talking about? Yeah, YFF. It depends where you are. So, like, the mother of my child was from Shanghai, and her parents were like very accepting of her being with a white person. Like, they were cool with it. But it depends on like what part of China you're from. China's massive, man. China's massive, and like the way that people behave there is totally different depending on where you are. All the cities are very different values and different views. I fucking hate drill rappers. I hate anything that was made after the year 99. Whoa, mountains getting deep. If you could pick one famous person to babysit your kids, who would you pick? It would definitely have to be a female. Halle Berry. I'm still confident that I can the older and more, the thing is she still looks really good now, but the older she gets, I'm hoping there's a tipping point where she loses her confidence and then I can just get in there and smash. That's a very, very, very niche question there. Oprah, fuck that. I wouldn't let Oprah near my kids. She doesn't have kids. That's a major red flag right there. With that fucking barren cooch. Frankie, what's your dream car? I believe you asked me that in the last stream. It's a Shelby GT500. I mean, I'm not saying that Halle Berry is a great actress. She's not, but man, she is still fine. I can see what musical's talking about, by the way. Chinese cars are all right. The reason why Chinese people are goated, yeah, is because they don't believe in patents. So they take everything that like is good about German cars and Japanese cars, and they just copy them. And then when companies come to try and take their cut, they tell them to get fucked. Same with like iPods and shit like that. They just copy the technology, and then they don't pay out the patents. They're like, fuck you. And then they just sell them within China. They're fucking savage over there. Diddy has kids, but he's a male, Sniff. He's a male. I wouldn't let any, bruv. I barely let my family members look after my kid. It would have to be like, yeah, it would have to be like a, you know, a female. What happened this morning? Do you mean in my personal life or in other things? I meant who would you trust with your kids? Yeah, Mountain. I that's the thing. It would have to. There'd have to be some kind of incentive for me at the end of it. Are you in top chat? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Thank Diddy for this morning. I'm just really tired and I'm shit at reading chats in general. Weird question about babysitting your kids. I thought it was pretty good. I like those unusual questions. I don't even know who Pop Smoke is. I've heard of them, but I don't know who the fuck that is. What's Chinese fast food like? Is it safe to eat? The little you know, the less you know, the better. I'm assuming there's some like Chinese food in general is great. Like, to be honest, like it's cheap and it's good. I really like the food in China. I have to be honest. I really enjoyed it. I was a big fan. Kevin Spacey. Like I said, I got a son, man. He ain't and this man, the Kevin Spacey thing hurt my feelings because he's in my favorite movie of all time, and he's just a like a gay rapist, pretty much. The thing is, though, it was one of those ones. When I found out about Kevin Spacey, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that." I was like, "Yeah, that kind of fits." It's one of those ones where we kind of secretly all knew, but we just didn't want to know. And then when we know, it's kind of damn it. It was that kind of one. Frankie, what's your favorite food that's not British? I would say that my go-to is probably Japanese food because I'm an old cunt now, and Japanese food is generally quite healthy. Have you ever been to an Eyes Wide Shut party? I fucking have, sir. I've done some fucked up stuff in my time. I've done some really fucked up stuff in my time. Like, no, like, in my butt stuff. Like, I've never gone that far. But, yeah, I've done some fucked up stuff. I've been to, like, you know, pretty much, like, I've been in, like, parties where it's, like, everyone's just fucking each other. If that's what you're referring to as an Eyes Wide Shut party, I'm assuming that's what you mean. But ultimate nice guy. That's why Sean could lose. He's getting taken down. Weird lane right now is what Merab is doing. I mean, you make a fair point there. Do you reckon Sean? Do you reckon? Yeah, I don't know. Who do you reckon wins that fight, Franklin? Just out of curiosity. In Oz, Chinese food is mass-produced frozen crap. Chinese food you get outside of China is not Chinese food. It's not. I was thinking when I got to China, I could just go like, you know, chow mein, and then I'd be good. And like, they're like, what the fuck's that? They do have versions of it, but it's not like you get in America and England and all over the place. Drink juice semen. Water. I don't go water like most Londoners. Like drank baby blood. What? Do you know what? To be fair, Sniff, I haven't seen that movie. I assumed it was just a fucking orgy. I've never drank baby blood. What's it like? I'm assuming you're speaking from experience. Strip clubs are a scam. I don't know why anyone goes to a club to get a raging hard on and then leave. I've said this before. I've never understood strip clubs. I find the whole thing about a bit awkward. I'm not really a fan of them. It's just weird. Thoughts on raiding Paradox? I think that's a fantastic idea, sir. It's overrated. So it's good, but it's overrated. Gutter Royal. What famous person would you want to do the murder with you if you could off someone you hate? Ooh. Fucking hell, man. You're getting in today. What famous person would you want to do a murder with you? For some reason, the first name I thought of was Jason. That Jason, the guy who was the Punisher. I don't know why I thought of him first. He seems like an intense individual. Man, that's a fucking weird question. I don't know. It's a tough one. Dave Grohl's brother is like some super Satanist and runs Seattle. Who's Dave Grohl? Frankie, have you been drunk and got mod? Drunk and got mod. This is getting weird now. No, nothing but Essex sniff at mine. Not even gaze at the one I went to. Oh, fair play. We're back on the right track then. We're back talking about orgies. Perfect. No cap. This might upset some people, but Dave Grohl's brother actually snuffs children, and it's a high-ranking member of the real satanic cabal that runs Seattle. And yeah, that sounds dark, mate. You said not even like you were disappointed. Yeah, Brutal is a fan of strip clubs. He was telling a funny story about his first date with his wife and how he made her watch him get a lap dance. I mean, that's as savage as it gets. I just don't get strip clubs, man. I just find them bizarre. Just go to a club and find someone that's gonna fuck you. That seems to make way more sense. No brown person has ever cared about dead white children being killed by satanic cabal. It kind of swings both ways if you think about it. Why don't they make mouse flavored cat food? I mean, who's going to figure out what a mouse tastes like? That would be the issue for me, because then somebody would have to admit that, yeah, we tasted a mouse, we ate a mouse. That's probably what the issue is. But it is a fair point. Definitely hanging with Brutally for a night, even though you're not wrong. Strip clubs seem a bit mid as fuck. GTA 5 told me enough. Bro, if you're gonna come here and do it large, if you're gonna, like I said to you, bro, if you're gonna do strip clubs, yeah, go to an Asian country. Go to like Thailand or Philippines or like, I don't know, somewhere like that. Cambodia, whatever, and do it properly. Because at least you've got a chance of getting your dick wet that night. Oh, are we bad mouthing John Legend now? Fucking hell, that's my guy. Frank or Frankie, what sounds better? A lot of my family members are called Frank. So I'm kind of happy. Frankie's kind of stuck now. Yeah, YFF. I don't think, judging by some of the stuff you've said in here, I don't think you having a good legal team is probably good for humanity. I hate buffets, cold art. I fucking hate buffets. Buffet food tends to be terrible. Do they let you have guns in the Philippines? As far as I'm aware, no. I don't think so. I dated two strippers. They're nothing but trouble. Oh, I would definitely not date them. They fall into the smash and dash category. Dirty Frankie. I think that sounds better. Yeah, it's kind of got like a Dirty Harry feel to it. Honestly, I feel like Method Man would be a really guy as a kid sitter. He'd probably take the zoo or some fun shit. Yeah, the thing is that he's fun guy. There we go. Yeah, he's been in enough of those wholesome family movies to like make you think that he would do a good job. I'm generally against letting males like adult males near my children. It's like a fucked up world we live in now. Philippines president is insane. Oh yeah, I think it's that guy Marcos, right? Didn't his family steal like billions of dollars and then he managed to trick them into electing the son? Oh no, Duarte's gone, mate. Duarte's a fucking lunatic. That guy got ousted ages ago. Duarte went on public television and said that he was talking about, I remember he was talking about some rape or something. Sorry, grape. And I can say rape. I'm not monetized. Um and he basically said that he would have joined in. He said something along those lines because apparently the woman was quite hot, and he was like, "Yeah, I would have joined in." Like, and he wasn't joking. He said that he was putting people in jail for not wearing a mask. Basically, when that guy came into power, yeah, the first thing he did was he sent out like gun squads and just blasted every drug dealing fucking network he could find. No questions asked. Just went in there, guns are blazing, went in. So even though the guy's a complete lunatic, at least he gets things done. Lol, why is a free piece on your thumbnail? What did he do? Why is free? Oh, by the way, Lala, could you do me a favor, yeah? Sorry to be a pain in the sack here. Would you mind re-recording your video because the audio is really, really low? And I tried to like maximize it and I couldn't get it to I can't hear a thing. If you I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with my sound. I might have to double check it, but I'd appreciate that because you chose a very, very interesting person. I'm zooming in right now to see Frankie closer. Don't mate, don't it's that's a jump scare right there for you. No Diddy. All right. I'm flattered. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, CJ. Sorry about that. It's I don't know what's going on with it. I tried changing the settings and whatnot, and it's still fucked. Also, the people there are very Americanized already, so I'd assimilate. I highly recommend you get yourself over there, mate. I would recommend Thailand. Thailand is my favorite country. 100%. Frankie stuff, bro. YFF, your memory is incredible. I brought up that Chinese frog thing like 2 months ago, and you fucking held on to that. You did not forget. You did not let the people forget. Mukbangs are another thing I find deplorable on YouTube. Frankie, would you try boiled bats for 50,000 pounds? Yeah, I would. For 50 grand. Yeah, I would. I would. That's a no-brainer, mate. I might be willing to try it just out of curiosity. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, Jax. I really tried messing around with it. I just can't seem to get it because it's gross. It's not gross, mate. You've never tried it. I've got mates in Thailand since COVID began. They love it. Bro, if I could move there one day, I 100% would. I really, really would. The thing is, yeah, YFF here, they're not the frogs that you're thinking of. I mean, they are frogs, but like they're not like ugly toad-looking. They're like small-looking things, and they are really amazing. I'd do it for a tenner. That's what I'm saying. I might even do it for free, just out of curiosity. But Jason Stratham, he was the first person I thought of when you thought of that. When you mentioned that, what celebrity would you want to kill with you? To be honest, he was the first name I thought of. Would you be down to do a cop buddy movie starring you and Andrew? 100%. Of course I would. Yeah, Rob, basically a mukbang is basically where you fucking stuff your fat face on camera and people, for some reason, watch that. They watch you slowly kill yourself. I think that's what a mukbang is. You just get loads and loads of food and you just stuff it down your fat neck. And then you cry and act confused when you're a fat fuck. That's what a mukbang is, Rob. I lived in Thailand for almost 20 years and it's great. No blacks. Jesus Christ. Well, Nora, whereabouts in Thailand are you, by the way? Read Lala. What did Lala say? Sorry. Francis. Oh, sorry, CJ. Am I going live on Saturday? I might go live for the main event, maybe. I mean, it's a fucking Apex card. I might go live because I'm trying to do I'll see how things go. What I might do, yeah, is I might convince somebody to do like a watch along and maybe jump onto theirs. I might do that. Because watch alongs are just fucking hard to do. I already read what Doc said. Guys, I'm going to ask you all something in the next week. Azza needs to help get his monetization back. Sending legal notice this week and multiple complaints will make it go quicker. Bro, anything we could do to help. So you want us to like mass spam YouTube and say, what did you do to our boy? Is that basically what you're saying? I have a farm in Nong Khai. It's in the north central of Mekong. Man, I never even heard of that. But the fact that, man, you must be living your best life because, like I said, Thailand is amazing. I wouldn't want to live in Bangkok because it's a bit too heavy, but I'd want to live somewhere like nearby, like in a province where I could go and visit every so often. If I can hear people chewing, there's a small chance. Yeah, I hate the sound of people chewing. It is a decent card this weekend. It really is. It's not bad at all. It's comparable to 306. Oh, fuck you, Sniff. You son of a bitch. You absolute son of a bitch. And by the way, why'd you have to use one of my favorite movies, my favorite shitty movies of all time to gun me down, you piece of shit? Tango and ass. I'm going to move swiftly on. Guru mentioned you in a stream the other night. I find that unlikely. He does know who I am, which is an achievement in itself, I guess. But I'd be surprised if he's mentioning me. There's nothing mentionable over here. Any mention will do. Any mention will do. I don't go into Guru's live chats anymore because it's fucking toxic. Wasn't who's Tango? Gotta be Andy, innit? Obviously it's Andy. Why do you think I was so hurt? As soon as you said Tango and Ass, I was like, I know who the Ass is immediately. I'm under no delusion. I know who the star of that partnership is. So we got a plan then. Me, you, and Jason taking out some fools. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm down. I am absolutely down. I will give you the time of your life over here. Just say the word, sir. I'm ready for you. So I think I'm gonna try and do like another. We'll try and give it another 15 minutes, and then we'll raid old Doxy. This is where it's at. Fuck yeah! This man, I fucking love my chat community. Yeah, myself and Jax are gonna do 306 for sure. I think that Wyatt from Fight Society wants to jump on at some point as well. So we might do like a panel type situation. We might even try and get ITP on it, seeing as he's We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Watch alongs are a struggle for me, but I'm gonna maybe I should stop getting fucked up for them, and maybe I could get through 7 hours. How about the Boondock Spuds instead of the Boondock Saints? That's a good name. Boondock Saints was a banger of a movie. Guru follows all you guys because your little group of 7 or 8 content creators is leading the game at the moment. I know there's a few I'm not aware of. We've definitely got like I would say out of everyone, I probably have like my channel is probably like the least effort. I'm trying to work on that. Like I don't compare to guys like Making the Walk and Musical and Brutally and ITP and guys who put real time in. But it's definitely like a nice unit to be part of. Like there's some really, really, really good create, and obviously guys like Paradox who's really creative. And No Chill MMA is fucking amazing as well. I think No Chill of everyone who I'm looking at the moment. I see No Chill as one of the most creative guys out there. I think the stuff that he comes up with, like if you haven't seen his video on what's that fucking twat's name that what's that video he made about that boxing guy, the fake boxer? I keep forgetting the guy's name. Anyway, that video that No Chill made and some of the videos he's made since have been incredible. I don't know, these fucked up Frankie streams were lit, especially with the proper prime. Oh man, I'll never. My stomach lining was fucked up for about a month after that shit. I should have never done that. I should have never let people talk me into that. You have one of the larger chats though. Not again, Westy. People like you are responsible for that. Genuinely, I was very, very close to giving YouTube up altogether before Westy started helping me. Zelenov, the Zelenov video was incredible. Like watching that one, it was like this guy is going to be like If he commits to this full time, he's going to be incredible. And I feel very similarly about Paradox as well. Like I know that people obviously like making the Walker obviously deep in the game already and making really amazing content. But in terms of like the new guys, the younger guys, yeah, those two are the boys. Um, content wise, live wise, I'm talking about Frankie. Paradox and No Chill are rad as fuck too. They fucking are. Like I feel blessed as fuck to be in a community with those guys. Is No Chill coming back? He is. I spoke to him this morning. We were supposed to record a couple of videos, and I think he's taken a little bit of time off. Which, to be fair, I mean, he's been live streaming every day for hours and hours on end. He's been making a lot of content. I think he's working on something really big. So he is going to be back. And I assume in no time. I think he's just taken some time off. It's very, very easy to get jaded doing this kind of stuff, which is why I only go on live once every 2 days. Because people that go on every day, I've got mad respect for them because it's a lot. It's a lot to him. Patrick Gavier, anyone? Patrick Gavier is pretty sweet as well. Patrick Gavier makes some good shit. If I'm thinking about the same person, I think Patrick Gavier is good. From what I remember, his content's pretty sweet. He's working on a Mr. Beast type video. Yeah, I think No Chill just needs time to dedicate to that stuff. Yeah, the live chats are a grind. The thing is though, when the community is as good as this, it's not so bad. It very much depends on you guys. I've said this multiple times. Nothing beats experience and time puts in. This is the thing. Like, I think I think it takes a couple of years to genuinely get good at this, and I'm nowhere near it. I consider myself to be I wouldn't even consider myself to be a mid YouTuber. Because I know that if I put time into it, I can do a lot better. I would say I'm distinctly like just floating below average compared to some of the time and creativity that some people put in. I was thinking about going like Sniff. If you don't Sniff, bro, I've said this to you multiple times. If you don't get on YouTube, mate, you're missing a trick. If you did 24/7 Sniff cam like the Truman Show, you'd be a fucking megastar. I have no doubts about that. Sniff on the prowl, sniff at the supermarket. I'd want to see all that shit. Sniff out in the neighborhood hunting jays. I don't want to see all that shit. That'd be entertaining as fuck. Yeah, Sniff would wreck the game. Sniff would wreck the game if you went on live. Yeah, no, the crossover video, that's probably the best video I've done in a while. And honestly, it's because I literally usually I spend no more than like half an hour, 40 minutes editing a video. And I spent a good few hours on that one. And after I did it, I was like, do you know, I need to do this more often. So like I'm gonna start doing that a lot more now where I spend I'm not gonna release a video anymore unless I'm happy with it. Because there's a pressure sometimes to just put videos out to stay consistent and just have content out there. But if it's below par or you're not proud of it, there's no point. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Ooh, they're both shite. If I had to choose, I'd probably go. Oh, man, it's like picking between two different pieces of colored shit, to be honest. I'd probably go NSYNC, and I'm embarrassed to say that. Yeah, I need to see Sniff on the fucking like on the hunt. Do you have a crush on Veronica Hardy? No, I think she's all right. But Dan Hardy putting his horrible dick in her definitely makes her drop down a few points. I mean, if he's tapping that, she loses all credibility to me. Might put GoPro on Raccoon. Sniff, you need to do something, mate. I just want to see a day in the life of Sniff, like a 24-hour. Here we go. Frankie, all you guys' videos are top notch with pretty great points. I think the topic videos have been really good, but then they're very niche is what the issue is. Only like people who are really, really deeply entrenched in the sport watch stuff like that. But it's stuff that I'm proud of doing and that I like doing. So Gaz Ninja. What's up, my ninjas? How you doing, my man? Sniff could be the next Gypsy Crusader minus being a oh, you started so well. Bro, I would be entertained by any there's something about the way that Sniff just is. It's just entertaining to me. Sniff's just got natural charisma. I reckon everyone just needs to keep glazing Sniff hard until he goes ahead and does it. I don't think there's a bigger Sniff glazer on YouTube than me right now. And I'm gonna keep saying that until he one day just wakes up and goes, you know what? I'm fucking doing it, boys. Don't do that, Sniff, man. Don't do that. Do not do that. Frankie, have you been into a school fight? Yeah, man. Not many. Not many. A handful. I didn't really fight in middle school. Like most of my little scraps were sort of like before that. I didn't really get into fights in school. I was usually the instigator. Yeah, I mean Backstreet Boys are definitely. I mean, I was about to say they're less gay, but that's not really true, is it? Backstreet Boys probably are better. But I can remember a couple of decent NSYNC songs. And by decent, I mean bearable. I can't let peer pressure guide me. What's it going to take, Sniff? What's it going to take? You don't know how huge you would be. Gaz, Frankie reminding me weekends NDS are not again with this live. What? Okay. Xbox or PlayStation, Frankie? If I had to choose between the two, PlayStation washes all day. I've got an Xbox. I like the Xbox controller. For me, the Xbox controller is the definitive controller, apart from the GameCube one. But I'm not really an Xbox guy. And if I had to choose between Nintendo and PlayStation, I'd probably edge Nintendo. Yeah. Sniff needs to do lives. Or at least we need to convince Sniff to, if he's not going to do his own channel, we at least need to convince Sniff to come on phone-ins more. I'm gutted that the first time that I had Sniff on here was when I was absolutely sloshed out of my mind. What a fucking wasted opportunity. I need to get Sniff back on. Yeah, you know how it is in here, boys. Express yourself to the fullest. I think I'm going to wrap things up fairly soon. I'll probably stay for another 10 minutes or so. Paradox, are you going on tonight? The only time I've ever watched gaming was you guys' tournament the other day that Dougie won. On those games, I'm constantly getting my ass whooped. Like the first time, Dougie made my character and Dougie and I fought, and I absolutely whooped his ass. And it was really funny watching Dougie commentate on it. But other than that, every time I'm put into a game, I get fucking splattered. Frankie, can you live off $30 a day? Not with my current lifestyle. I'll be honest, I don't think so. Which is really bad. Frankie, have you been fishing, bruv? I have. I forgot to actually I went fishing with my brother not that long ago. And I forgot to take pictures because Westy's been asking me to go fishing for the longest time. And it only occurred to me after I finished. I'm like, I should have taken some fucking pictures. You've got a great collaboration idea. Shoot. Yeah, we need Sniff to keep doing the. Oh, you can't because of Warrant. You'll be on in a couple. Yeah, Paradox. I'm gonna hang out until you go on. For sure. I might do a watch along on Saturday just to see how it goes, to see if we can get some numbers in here. Because by the way, usually my watch alongs are dreadful unless I get drunk, and then I just and then Sunday is just a nightmare. Is there catfish in the UK? No, I don't think so. I've never seen catfish. You mean to eat? I assume you mean not a catfish. I assume you mean as in to eat. I don't think I've ever had catfish here. An MMA game show type thing. I think Musical mentioned something about there's some kind of quiz thing going on. I think that would be sweet. What fish did you catch? We caught mackerel. Mackerel. And Westy, I've got to tell you, man, it's made me feel so differently about fishing. I mean, I've always liked fish, but when you catch it live and you bonk it on the head and then you cook it about 20 minutes later, it is so good. It is so good. I've never had, I think you can get catfish in like specialist restaurants here, but I don't think there's a place where you can catch them. I think you have to have them imported. But to be fair, Sniff, most fish are fucking ugly. But Wesley, I've got to give you maximum credit for that, man, because it was so chill. We just sat there for like 6 hours talking about fucking football, and it was amazing. I don't think it's Musical doing the quiz. I think it's somebody else, but he wanted myself and Jax to go on it because he seems to be of the opinion that I'm quite knowledgeable about MMA, which is I would get completely exposed because I start on my way through live streams quite a bit, and I can't think of basic fucking words at times. So I think my memory would get cooked on there, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. Yeah, trout is quite so you do like, I assume, like stream fishing, yeah? We did like the we proper went to like, the sea or on the coast and did like sea fishing. And it was great, man. We just chilled out. We fucking yeah, it was really sweet, man. Oh, yeah, Tim, I'm sorry about that, man. Sometimes YouTube blocks stuff, and I haven't been into my studio for a little while. So maybe I should check out to see if anything's been blocked, because this happens to me all the time. Because I would never block anyone's comments. I'm not about that. So I apologize if that's been going down. That's really frustrating. Let me have a look. Comments held for review. Oh no, nothing's been held for review, so I'm all good. One day I would love to try fresh. Are you trying to get me killed, Coda? The Sigma in charge. How we doing, my man? Me at the TikTok Riz party. Initial Spanish, my boys. Forensics queso moves. Can I get a Hoya? What's going on, Sigma in charge? I love the profile pic as well. Bro? I hope that's a bro. Yeah, I think salmon would be I'm a big fan of salmon as well. I'd love to have it like fresh off the catch. Like now that Westy's got me into this, I'm like, I'm gonna be bang on it, man. I was expecting not to catch anything as well, but there was another guy fishing and he gave us a couple tips. So it was good, man. It was a really good experience. Very cool driftless region in the southern Wisconsin. I've heard that we have some amazing trout streams. This is another thing I've got to do, man. Like when I get to America, I'm going to do all that shit. I'm planning on going to America for like 2 years, in a few years when my kid's older, and just doing like trying to visit every state, just doing it proper. Sigma's going mental in here. I've noticed on you guys' channels that the complimentary comments get wiped. Fuck algorithm. It's weird, Tim. I don't get it as well, because I've got my settings to basically say anything goes. And for some reason, YouTube seems to think it's okay to censor things like fuck and cunt and nonce. It's like, what the fuck? Talked about how Newcastle is somehow above United in the Prem. Bro, we finished above you. Man United, you guys are terrible. You guys are so bad now. I've hated you for my entire life. And I kind of feel sorry for you now. I kind of feel sorry for how deluded you guys are. It's sad. It's a good question about are there any restrictions? Because I'm not sure if there were where we were. Maybe there was, and I wasn't aware of it. And I might get a fucking notification through my door saying you're fined or whatever. Frankie, can you clean meat? Pause. Pause. Like I'm talking about meat for cooking. What do you mean specifically? I have got back into cooking recently. I took like a couple years off, but now I'm back on it. But yeah, definitely. If you guys haven't been fishing, like I highly recommend it. It's so relaxing. And the buzz you get when you catch something is like amazing. I'm really grateful to Westy for is anybody here diluted until swallowable? I feel sometimes I feel like such a fucking cretin. Oh, like how to clean and remove bones and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I used to do it when I was a kid. So I've got a little bit of experience in that. A little bit. But I suppose it depends on the fish as well. Some fish are more difficult to debone than others from what I've experienced. Like mackerel is fairly tricky because they've got like very wiry like bones that are all like, woven together, so it's a bit difficult. Or they seem like they're woven together. What if I went to my local sheriff's office and say we got to stop the Zionists? I reckon you'd be in a straitjacket quicker than you could fart, mate. And Sniff, we need you on the streets. We need you for when shit goes down. When shit all goes to hell officially and the apocalypse is upon us, we need you out on the streets, mate. We need dudes like you about. Not locked up in some nut shop. We have a variety of catfish. When you catch them, I nail to a board through the head, then you skin them. Sounds like fucking torture, mate. You mean a nail gun through the head, yeah? Nail guns are fucking sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Crystal. I don't know exactly what you mean, but Crystal's always directing the boys to a good time, so fair play. Has Paradox jumped on yet? Paradox the Chad. As always, yeah, we spoke about MMA here for about 8 minutes. I fucking love you guys. I fucking love you guys. I'm kind of sick of talking about MMA now. So thanks for not making me sure. I reckon I should just brand the channel and just make it like a officially just where everything goes. YFF, I need you in here more, mate. I need you in here more for sure. Sniff, here's an idea. You need to go car shopping, then crawl in the trunk, start yelling help, and ask if anyone can hear you. Every time they say yes, ask to see a different car. Bro, that would be amazing. And not suspicious at all. It was a good 8 minutes. Like we got a little bit of talk about Sean O'Malley in there and Merab, calling Merab a goblin and his staff stuff. I feel like we got some good value out of that. I feel like if we get like 5% of MMA chat in here, I've done my job. Crystal, you'd be a really good troll. You come up with some really good, like, little ideas that will freak people out. So yeah, Jax, I'm definitely down for weekend after next. We'll have to talk. And by the way, I need to get you on camera tomorrow. If you can. It's a sick prank. And call it Dirty Frankie. Fuck it, oh. The Dirty Frankie. I would love to have something legendary like that named after me. Oinks is live. Who's Oinks? We're gonna jump. We're gonna do our boy. All right, we're going over to Let me just quickly copy the link. And Paradox the Chad is playing that game that he's. I think I don't know if Paradox can hear me right now. I think this is the game that he said, oh, this is the one. I'm going to jump over there as well. I want to see this. All right, boys. If you wouldn't mind jumping over to Paradox to Chad, I've posted a link in the description here. If you wouldn't mind getting over there. Again, much love to all of you for turning up. I'm really grateful to every single one of you, genuinely. And I will catch you. I'll probably jump on Saturday for a little bit. You'll find me somewhere. But yeah, in a bit, boys and girls, and love to all of you. Have a great one. Thanks for stopping by. Go raid Docs. Go raid Paradox the Chad. In a bit, my G's.